Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have Bitcoin Daily Update. We are going to see the next targets. Are we going to crash right there? And of course, before we continue, do not forget to join our monthly subscription. Patreon / Mind Your Crypto, you will get easy profits. You will know where we are every day at the market, and you will also get an automated system with 200 altcoins. You will know exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. Also, you will get personal guidance every day, educational videos to become expert in the technical analysis and hold your future in your hands. Market updates, random giveaways, spine scripts, and many other benefits. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Let's go right now to see Bitcoin's recent price action that it doesn't look good, right? We are having a huge bearish candlestick right now, and of course we have an oversold situation, but at this moment the price does not react good to the oversold situation that we have. Therefore, Bitcoin is weak for the short term. Okay, so right now we approach the 2-1. If we close below the 2-1 Ganfan line, this one right here, then we are probably going to the 3-1 Ganfan line, the 37.3k. And of course, we are going to see next, if we can go even to the 36.7k from there, we might be finding a very nice buying entry and a very nice buying pressure. For now, for the time being, we are having a very huge correction going on. We are at the moment where we had the 15th February. We are at the same time between the 15th February, you can see here, and 24, and then we had the pump up. We are having kind of the same price action, and I believe that we are going to have the same bullish price action. So therefore, what is going to happen is that we are going to go and explode after. But first, we are going to correct even more. Unfortunately, the 3-1 Ganfan line will be around, as I told you, the 37.2k, between 37.2k and 37.3, around this area right here. And possibly we can go to 37.1. We will see if we meet the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement as well, but we are going to test it out. If we go in the lower time frames right here on the 1 hour frame, you can see that we have an extreme oversold. A bullish RSI divergence is about to be formed. However, right now the price does not react so good into this whole oversold that we have. What we need to see right now on the 1 hour frame is to close above for the 4 hour frame actually, is to close above this line right here, the 38.5k. Then we might be having some chances, and especially the 2-1 line right here. For example, if we close above the 38.7k, this would be fantastic because we have tons of chances actually after to see a pump up, and therefore not to go down to the 3-1 line right here. But if we close above these lines right there, then it is important to know that we are probably going to test the 37.2k and maybe the 36.7k. So let's have some price labels on here as well, and we can see the prices right there. Okay, here we go. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can check it out, so you can see it out clearly. And of course, we need a huge buying pressure for now in order to avoid getting into trouble with more consolidation for Bitcoin. If we go on the weekly frame though, we are going to see something. If we just hold at least 38.3k, I do not care if we close at 38.3k, but today I want Bitcoin not to form a bearish candlestick right here. And especially if we form a red candlestick, this should be like an inverted hammer candlestick, okay? Then yes, I am perfectly fine. Even if we stay here, I am perfectly fine with Bitcoin. However, if we do not form an inverted hammer red candlestick or do not stay green, then I'm afraid that Bitcoin is very likely to go a little bit further down into the 35k before we go up higher again, and we have the last buying pressure to go above or into the 50,000 Tether USD. Will Bitcoin be able to go to the 50,000 Tether USD? Yes, it will. In the last week and the previous week on Sunday, what we had is a huge buying pressure. Will we have this today? Is it the time that we are getting a huge buying pressure and therefore we stay above on the weekly close and we go even higher? We will see about that. However, right now, as I want to mention to you, we have the higher low on the RSI, which is good, the higher low on the commodity channel index on the weekly frame, so everything like that is good. On the daily frame, for example, we can drop down furthermore as we do not hold any oversold situation right here, and this is the only scary part, the daily frame right now that I am seeing, because if I see the 4-hour frame, it's looking good. If I see the weekly, it's looking good. The daily frame is looking kind of mediocre right here, but I feel like we can get and test only the 36.6k, and then we go even higher for Bitcoin. Okay, so right here we found a little bit of a buying pressure, but it is not enough. On the 1-hour frame, we want to see a huge buying pressure right now. We want this bullish RSI divergence to play out. Higher low on the 1-hour frame, okay, with the RSI, and lower low with the price. So therefore, if we get this bullish RSI divergence going upwards, and if we get the chance to go higher, then we can possibly close the 1-hour frame even maybe at the 38.8k, which will be very good. And on the 1-hour frame, yes, we can have a huge pump. However, the higher we close this 1 hour, the better it will be for the next few hours for Bitcoin. As I told you back then, for Bitcoin, we have the Ganfan line, and therefore we can maybe, if we close below the 2-1, we will be going to 37.2k, and this is around here, right? The previous low of the high of the low that we had back on 27 February before we explode. Okay, so therefore, yes, we need a very huge buying pressure on Bitcoin right now to get even higher. And we are going to test the 50,000 Tether USD after, and I feel like after 50,000 Tether USD, we are not sure what we are going to do. Ethereum against USDT, as it is right now, it is going to bump, but because of Bitcoin and not because that Ethereum is going good against Bitcoin as well. Ethereum against Bitcoin chart is going to consolidate for more, and we are going to have much more correction going on for Ethereum against Bitcoin chart. However, for Ethereum against USDT, it might get saved due to the fact that we have Bitcoin against USDT into a very good position right there. Not now, I mean that later on we are going to have Bitcoin into a very good position, so do not worry about that, okay? So keep in mind, always keep in mind that right there, these corrections are for me bear traps for the time being, and we should be getting higher, we should be pumping up, and this is a bearish market, a crazy bearish market right here going on over the last few hours, if I take the 1 hour frame of course, but at the end of the day we are going to see something good and something bigger right here. We need a buying pressure now in the next 40 minutes, 30 minutes right here. From the time you see the video, we might have already closed the 4 hour frame, okay, so we need to see, we need to check out if we close above the 38.8. If we didn't, then we are going probably further down to the 37.2k and so on. Okay, so Ethereum against USDT right here, 2.6k as well. Bitcoin sits at 38.2k, and we are going to see that maybe we fall down even more if we close, as I told you, below these prices that we had, right? So Bitcoin right now seems a little bit of a correction, in a correction mode actually, and I do not like the fact that we are having this correction going on. For the short term, however, I do not care, because I know that Bitcoin is going to go to the 50,000 Tether USD, in which 49 actually 0.5, I would say 50, maybe 48 to 50. I always say 48 to 50 to be, you know, in this area, to be actually truth about whether we are going there or not, because right there for me at the 48 to 50,000 Tether USD, we have a very strong resistance level. We have a pivot point between bearish market and bullish market. For example, if we close above the 49.5, then we are going probably to a bull market. If we do not, then we are going to a bear market. And of course, right now for Bitcoin, this is a little bit bearish market on the 4 hour frame, but do not worry about the 50,000 Tether USD, in which we will be finding, and we will be going right there. We are going to hold the Ganfan line, the 8-1 that we saw back in the previous market updates. If you remember, we just had a buying pressure from the war. Okay, so Bitcoin is not ready to crash all the way down. Of course, we are going to see a little bit more correction right now, especially if we close down from the 38.4k around there. We are going to see more correction going on. However, do not worry, even that with that on on the matter, because we are going to pump further upwards, right? So therefore this will be the case for Bitcoin. This will be the case for Ethereum as well, but Ethereum against Bitcoin chart will not be going higher as well. Do not forget to join our monthly subscription, Patreon/MindYourCrypto, and of course see you soon with many more videos. Bye.